Hello students, today we will continue with the 10th chapter of our class 8th Science and CRT textbook, that is Reaching at the Age of Adolescence. So in today's class we will study about different glands. First we will study about the basic glands, that is exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands are those which have ducts and they produce enzymes. So, exocrine glands are the glands, they are having ducts, exocrine ducts, and they produce enzymes. And endocrine glands do not have ducts, they are without ducts and they secrete hormones. So, exocrine glands have ducts and they produce enzymes, whereas endocrine glands do not have ducts and they secrete hormones. The study of endocrine glands is known as endocrinology. Okay. Now, see, here is the basic difference between exocrine and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands are with ducts, endocrine glands are ductless. Exocrine glands secrete enzyme, whereas endocrine glands secrete hormones. Example of exocrine gland is liver, example of endocrine gland is thyroid gland. Pancreas. Pancreas is the only gland which is both endocrine as well as exocrine. Now let's study about hormones. Hormones, as we know, they are secreted by endocrine glands. So we will study in detail about hormones. So these are the chemicals that control certain mechanism in our body. Hormones are the chemicals, and the function of hormone is to control certain mechanism in our body, and they are secreted by the endocrine glands. They act on specific target organ and they reach target organ through blood. So where does they act? They act on specific target organ and they reach this target organ through blood, and they are secreted in very small amount. Now there are different types of endocrine glands. They are pituitary gland, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland, ovaries and testes. So we'll study about each of these glands in detail. Pituitary gland is located in the brain. It is also called as master gland. So pituitary gland is the master gland which is located in the brain. As you can see in the figure, the red colored dot is given, that is the pituitary gland. It controls the functioning of other glands. So it functions, the functioning that is done by other gland is controlled by this pituitary gland. Then comes the secretion of pituitary gland. What does it secrete? It secretes growth hormone. So this growth hormone control development of bones and muscles. So this pituitary gland produces growth hormone, and this growth hormone controls the development of bones and muscles. Then, excessive secretion of GH means excessive secretion of growth hormone causes gigantism. It is a disease which is caused when there is excessive, much secretion of growth hormone. It causes gigantism, and if there is less secretion of growth hormone, then it causes dwarfism. Right? So this pituitary gland, we studied that it is the master gland. It is located in the brain. Then it secretes growth hormone, and this growth hormone controls the development of bones and muscles. Now, if there is excessive secretion, the disease that are caused due to this, so if there is more secretion of growth hormone, then it will cause gigantism. If there is less secretion of growth hormone, it will cause dwarfism. Now we move to thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is located in the neck. As you can see in the figure, thyroid is given, larynx and trachea. So thyroid gland is located in the neck, and so it is located in the neck region, thyroid gland. Now let's study about the secretion of thyroid gland. Thyroid gland secretes hormone thyroxine. Pituitary gland was secreting hormone, growth hormone. Thyroid gland secretes hormone thyroxine. This thyroxine hormone controls the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. So it's the function of thyroxine. It controls the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Now the deficiency that is caused due to thyroxine. If thyroxine is in, it causes goiter. In adults it causes goiter. That is what happens in goiter. The enlargement of thyroid gland takes place. You can see in the figure the man is having goiter, that is his thyroid gland enlarges, it becomes big. So that's why that causes goiter in adults. If thyroxine is produced in less or more amount in our body, then in children it causes cretinism. Cretinism means, you can see in the figure, that the body becomes irregular in shape. And the symptoms, how can we recognize that we are suffering from this disease, that whether the human is suffering from goiter or the child is suffering from cretinism? How will he know? So if there is stunted growth, if his or her fingers become short, has deformed bones and teeth, then abdomen gets pot bellied. You can see here his belly has become so much of huge, that is his abdomen has get pot bellied, and he is mentally retarded. That time we can say that the child is suffering from cretinism. So this is what we learned about thyroid gland. Now we will study about pancreas. Pancreas are located below the stomach. As you can see here, pancreas given and pancreatic duct is there, and the pancreas are located. Now the secretion of pancreas, it secretes insulin. Insulin lowers the blood glucose level, and another thing, it secretes glucagon. That is, it increases the blood glucose level. Two things are secreted from pancreas: insulin, which lowers the blood glucose level, and glucagon, which increases the blood glucose level. So deficiency of insulin, if there is no means if there is lack of insulin in our body, the person will suffer from diabetes mellitus. He'll suffer from a disease, diabetes mellitus. Okay, this was about pancreatic gland, or we can say pancreas. Now we'll study about adrenal gland. Adrenal glands are located on top of kidneys. As you can see, two sides kidneys are there, and above that the adrenal gland is located. So they are located on the top of kidneys. Now the secretion that is done by adrenal gland. So it secretes hormone adrenaline. This adrenaline hormone, it functions for the regulation of heartbeat, breathing rate, blood pressure, etc. So it regulates the heartbeat, breathing rate, blood pressure, etc. Then comes the ovaries. Ovaries, you have learned, not might have learned in your chapter number 9, right? That ovaries are the glands that are present in female. There are pair of ovaries which are located below the fallopian tube, right? Uh, then secretion that is done by ovaries. So ovaries secrete hormone estrogen. This estrogen hormone helps in the production of egg and development of secondary sexual characters in females. So this is the form of estrogen hormone that is secreted by ovaries. Then comes the testis. Testis, these are the glands which are present in male. And the secretion of testis is, they secrete hormone testosterone. This testosterone hormone helps in the sperm production, development of secondary sexual characters in male. So this was about the glands which we studied. That is all the endocrine glands which we studied. First we studied the gland pituitary. Pituitary gland, I'm just giving you a brief revision about this. It is located in brain. Before that, I want to tell you that this is the most important topic of the chapter. So kindly go through it thoroughly. So it is located in brain. Pituitary hormone gland is located in brain. It is the master gland, and the function of pituitary gland is to control the functioning of other glands. Then it secretes, the pituitary gland secretes growth hormone it secretes. The function of growth hormone is the control and development of bones and muscles. Then, if there is much huge secretion of growth hormone, it causes gigantism. And if there is less secretion of growth hormone, it causes dwarfism. Second gland is thyroid gland. This thyroid gland is located in the neck. Secretion of thyroid gland is that it secretes hormone thyroxine. This thyroxine hormone controls the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat. The disease which is caused due to this is in adults. If thyroxine is not produced in proper amount, it will cause goiter. Goiter is the enlargement of thyroid gland. It takes place in adults, and in child it causes cretinism. The symptoms of cretinism are stunted growth, short fingers, deformed bones and teeth, abdomen get pot bellied, mentally retarded. Then we'll study about pancreas. Pancreas are located below the stomach. The secretion of pancreas, it secretes insulin, which lowers the blood glucose level, and glucagon, which increases the blood glucose level. If there is deficiency, if there is lack of insulin, it causes disease, diabetes mellitus. Then we'll study about adrenal gland. Adrenal glands are located on top of kidneys. They secrete hormone adrenaline. This adrenaline hormone regulates heartbeat, breathing rate, blood pressure, etc. Then comes the ovaries. Ovaries are glands which are present in females. They secrete hormone estrogen. This hormone helps in egg production and development of secondary sexual characters in females. Testes, these are the glands which are present in males, and they secrete hormone testosterone that help in sperm production and development of secondary sexual characters in males. So that's all for today. So here we have studied about the detailed study about the different types of endocrine glands. Starting of the session, I told you the basic difference of exocrine and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands have ducts. Endocrine glands do not have ducts. Exocrine glands secretes enzymes. Endocrine glands secretes hormones. Exocrine gland example liver, and example of endocrine gland is pancreas, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, any gland you can take. And pancreas is the only gland that is both endocrine as well as exocrine. So this was what we studied about glands. So that's all for today. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Thank you and have a great day.